Today's big story, the all Big Ten women's teams voted on by the conference coaches and media. 10 players each on the first and second teams. You see the first team here, it was identical with the coaches and the media. The coaches team included 5 unanimous selections. They're Iowa's Caitlin Clark, Michigan's Naz Hillman, Michigan State's Nia Clouden, Northwestern's Veronica Burton, and J.C. Sheldon of Ohio State. Grace Berger, Monica Sinano, Angel Reese, Taylor Mikesell, and McKenna Marisa all making the team as well. Here is the second team. 12 players made it in all, as there were a few differences between the coaches and media. It includes 3 players from Indiana, meaning the Hoosiers had 4 players on the first and second teams. Maryland doing them one better, 5 players between the two teams. Also includes a freshman, Nebraska's Alexis Markowski. Will reveal individual award winners later in the show.
Caitlin Clark just money with that step back 3.
Block that time from Caitlin Clark into the front court.
Shimmy shake, Caitlin Clark just making things happen.
She has some moxie, doesn't she? I mean, my goodness, Caitlin Clark.
Clark up ahead to Marshall and gets 2.
She's so herky-jerky, hesitation moves. She'll get you off balance. That was just pretty to watch. Sky's the limit for Caitlin Clark.
From the not even remotely shocking but true file, Iowa's Caitlin Clark has been named Big Ten Women's Player of the Year. Clark on pace to lead the nation in scoring for the second straight season. Also leads in assists. No women's player in history has ever pulled off that double. Only Trae Young has done it on the men's side. She has a conference record 5 triple-doubles on the year. More on Clark's remarkable season. Has scored 30 or more points 10 times, 40 or more 3 times. Among her greatest attributes, seemingly unlimited shooting range, as evidenced by the fact she is shooting 67% on shots from beyond 30 feet. Caitlin Clark joins us. She is today's big interview. Caitlin, congratulations. First of all, what does it mean to you to get this honor?
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me on. And obviously, this is a huge honor. It's huge for our program. And obviously, a lot of great players that came before me and won this award too, like Megan Gustafson and Kathleen Doyle. So something our program is kind of used to, but, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my teammates. They make me look really good, and same with our coaching staff. But, you know, this is a tremendous honor, and I'm very grateful.
You mentioned Megan Gustafson and Kathleen Doyle. Megan actually won it twice, so we're talking now for the last 5 years that an Iowa player has won Big Ten Player of the Year. How special does it feel to be a part of that group?
Oh, it's super special. I think anytime you win any award, but especially this one, and obviously we have a rich tradition in winning it, but I think that just kind of speaks to Coach Bluter and Coach Jay and really our whole coaching staff and the talent they develop. We had a post win it, 2 point guards win it, so it's pretty special and something that we really celebrate.
You've talked about the team and, of course, some massive team accomplishments this year as well, including winning a share of the Big Ten title, first time since 2008 that has happened for Iowa. You did it at home on Sunday. What was it like to celebrate with your teammates?
Oh, I mean, it was amazing. I don't think we could have scripted it any better. 15,000 fans, sold out. They were super loud. Our senior day as well, versus the number 6 team in the country. And then winning in the fashion that we did, it was just super fun basketball. And I mean, like I said, I don't think we could have scripted it any better. It just went so smoothly, and it was probably the most fun basketball game I've ever played in.
The thing that was so cool to me was the crowd. I mean, they were energized from the word go. You mentioned it was a sellout. It was the first sellout since that 2008 season as well. What is it like to run out of that tunnel and to see the place completely jammed to the rafters?
Yeah, and I think that kind of just speaks to the culture in this community. Hawk fans are like no other. They love women's sports, especially women's basketball, and Coach Bluter's really built this program, and people are excited about this program. But, you know, when I ran out of the tunnel, I got chills, and I looked at my teammates, and we were all just like, wow, like, you know, it's really something special, and I think we really did a good job of taking in the moment and enjoying every single second that we were on the court together.
It's interesting in watching your game, you know, people compare you. We love to compare in basketball. Who's this player like? And I think Steph Curry is the one that comes into mind, just kind of the unlimited shooting range. I mentioned Trae Young and leading the nation in scoring and assists. I think for the really old folks, maybe Pete Maravich. I don't know how much you know about his game. On the women's side, Sue Bird, I think, is one that kind of comes to mind for people. Who do you emulate? Like, when you watched players on television, whether they were men or women, whose game did you try to incorporate into your own?
Yeah, I honestly grew up loving basketball. Like, I've loved it since the second I started playing it. So I was always around the game. I had brothers that played, cousins that played. But Maya Moore was definitely my favorite player growing up, and also Sue Bird. Because the Minnesota Lynx, who Maya Moore played for, was the closest WNBA team to Des Moines. So I'd go to her games, but no, that it was super fun. I always dreamed of being in her shoes one day, and now to kind of be here living the dream on the college level is pretty special. But also KD and a lot of NBA players, Steph Curry. My family is a huge sports family, so we would always have games on TV, and I'd always just go out to the driveway and just imagine this situation and want to be in it one day.
I saw an article where you were talking about texting with Kevin Durant. You've had all kinds of NBA players and WNBA players kind of shout you out in various ways and highlight what you're doing. What's it like to be famous? I mean, you in this last year have really kind of become famous. Not kind of, you are. What is that like?
No, I mean, I think more than anything, when you have those pro players and them shouting you out, I think it just shows how much they appreciate the game and really inspire the next generation. I still get starstruck if it's like KD, Sue Bird, John Morant, Trae Young, really whoever it is talking about my game or talking about my team. I'm always still starstruck in a way. And I think it's super cool. But I think KD especially, like, he doesn't just talk the talk about supporting women's sports. Like, he really, truly does, and he loves the game.
You cannot go to the WNBA next year due to age limitations. Obviously, from the point of view of Iowa fans, they are delighted that you'll be back. Monica's coming back as well. You're going to have a fabulous team. But how do you feel about that rule?
Yeah, I know. I think there's a lot of things that would have to change for that age limit rule to change as well. But honestly, I love it here in Iowa City, so I don't really want to leave anytime soon. I'm excited that I have another 2 years and possibly 3. So I think it's going to be really special. And like you said, we have all 5 starters returning next year as well, along with Monica, who will be using her COVID year. So that's something to look forward to as well, because she's an amazing player. I think she's the best big in the country, and I'm lucky to play with her.
Iowa's not made the Final Four since 1993. It is March now. You are beginning postseason play. Your next games will be postseason games. So I think it's fair game to talk about that and to talk about goals. How much do you guys discuss internally what's coming up here in this next month?
Yeah, we always have big goals, and we always talk about that. We have it written on our locker. We wanted to be Big Ten champs, and we want to go to the Final Four. Those are our 2 main goals. But I think at the same time, we really do focus going 1-0 every single time we step on the floor, or going 1-0 in practice every single day. We don't always look too far ahead. We're always in the moment. We are where our feet are, and but yeah, we have big goals, big aspirations, and I think we are playing our best basketball right now, and you're really starting to see that. I think getting everybody healthy, getting rid of those injuries, and really coming together. And this is when you need to play your best basketball, and March the best time of year for basketball. So I'm excited.
What's the biggest emotion that you feel? You mentioned excitement there. Are there nerves as it kind of all comes together as you head into kind of this pinnacle of the season, which you've been working for throughout the offseason, throughout the regular season to get to this point? What's the emotion that defines this moment?
I think just excitement overall. Like you said, this is what you've been working for however many months, and to get our team healthy and really just looking back and going through all those summer workouts, those fall workouts, like these are the moments that you work for, playing in March Madness, playing in the Big Ten tournament. So just enjoying every single second because it goes so fast. But, I'm excited. This is the best time of the year for basketball, and, we're playing super well right now, so we just need to continue that going forward.
Well, you certainly are. Cannot wait to see what the postseason holds here for you and for the Hawkeyes. Caitlin Clark, it has been such a pleasure to follow your season to this point. Congratulations on being named Player of the Year, and looking forward to seeing what's next.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Some more awards. Here are the 6 players on the all-defensive teams between the media and coaches, all of whom were named either first or second team all-conference. Unsurprisingly, Northwestern's Veronica Burton named the Defensive Player of the Year. The leader of the Cats Blizzard defense tops the nation in steals. The all-freshman team's highlighted by Alexis Markowski, who wins Freshman of the Year. The Lincoln native won Freshman of the Week 8 times, so not a shock here. Leads all Big Ten freshmen in scoring and rebounding. Also on that team, Cheyenne Sellers of Maryland, who was named the 6th Player of the Year. Michigan's Kim Barnes-Arico named the Big Ten Coach of the Year by both the media and her fellow coaches. Barnes-Arico capturing the award for the second time. She also won it 5 years ago. Wolverines have been a mainstay in the top 10 this year, getting as high as number 4, the best ranking in school history. Kim Barnes-Arico joining us now from Ann Arbor, just coming off of practice and sitting down to chat about this award. Coach, we appreciate you making time for us. What does it mean to you to have won this honor?
Oh my gosh, I just think there's so many coaches in our conference that are worthy of this award, especially this season. We've had so many great teams, so many great games, and for my fellow coaches and the media to give me this award among the company that I was in is truly an honor. Like I said, I just think our conference is stronger than it's ever been, and there were a lot of people worthy of this award. So just, thank you for everybody naming me, and thanks to my assistant coaches, obviously, that made this possible, as well as the incredible team that I've had an opportunity to coach this season.
It has been an incredible team. You finished on the precipice of winning a Big Ten title, and I know it gets a little touchy because you had a game that you did not get to make up, where had you made that game up, you probably would have shared the Big Ten championship. What have you said to your team about that kind of disappointment, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, it was pretty gut-wrenching for sure. A lot of sleepless nights for sure. But we have had to be in situations before where you have to handle adversity and where you have to bounce back, and where, things don't seem fair, but it's always about how you respond. And I think this is just another one of those situations of, okay, things didn't go as planned. And we've been in them before. A number of years ago, we were in a similar situation where we didn't get selected to the NCAA tournament, and we felt as if we checked all the boxes we needed to get accepted. And it was kind of this year we felt like we checked all the boxes we needed to. I mean, we had an opportunity to beat Maryland twice and to beat Ohio State twice, and to split with Iowa, and to beat Indiana, who are, I just mentioned 4 incredibly top teams in our league, and to not get a share of that, it hurts. But I think it's important for us to be able to move forward. I think the other thing, that speaks volumes about our team and the rest of the league is that we've managed to keep our success with injuries throughout the course of the season. And not only have we done that, but Maryland has done it, and Indiana has done it, and Iowa has done it. So I just think our league has been, had some injuries, been banged up through the course of the year, and we just continue to respond night in and night out. And down the last stretch of this season, we all had an opportunity to play each other down the final stretch. And I hope, the NCAA selection committee looks at all that stuff, because I feel like our league is stronger than ever, and it's really special from top to bottom.
Well, you have a chance now, as you head into the Big Ten tournament, to do something that Michigan has never done, and that is win the Big Ten tourney. You are the 3rd seed in this tournament. How much have you used that as an incentive, a chance maybe to right that wrong would be a way of putting it, or just kind of put a stamp on what's been a great Big Ten season for you?
Yeah, I think it's really important for us moving forward. That was a goal of our senior class when they came in as freshmen, is to win that Big Ten championship, and they want to hang another banner in Chrysler Arena, and that's our vision, that's our goal. So we have another opportunity to do it. But like I said, this week is going to be really important. We have to be locked in, we have to be focused. We play, potentially 2 unbelievable opponents in Illinois or Wisconsin or Nebraska, and they all are really good good teams, and Nebraska's had an unbelievable year. I think they're a team that's on the bubble of the NCAA tournament, and they're certainly a quality opponent. We went to their place and lost a tough game there earlier this season. So, I'm just looking forward to getting to Indianapolis and to watching so many great basketball games, and then for our team to be out there on the court representing that Block M again.
Coach, you had a historic season last year, made the Sweet 16 for the first time ever. When you get this team together at the beginning of the year and during the course of the year, given everything that you had coming back, including Naz Hillman, who was the reigning Big Ten Player of the Year, how much did you talk about this time of year, about March, about not just the Big Ten tournament, which we just discussed, but also the NCAA tournament and taking a couple steps forward and making Michigan's first ever Final Four?
Yeah, last March was really special for our program, for our university, for our women's basketball team to be able to accomplish the things that they did. And, having a great core group returning, that core group of seniors, obviously led by Naz Hillman, just a phenomenal basketball player, phenomenal person. But then her classmates, Amy Dilk, Emily Kaiser, Danielle Roush, and what they have meant to Michigan women's basketball and what they have meant to our program, and they have really, we always talk about the player-led programs are the best programs, and they have taken our program and just, are continuing to let it fly and continuing to have it grow. And, you add Leah Brown to that mix, and she's just a phenomenal basketball player. And Layla Felia's had a great season. So, at the beginning of the year, coming off of that Sweet 16, I wasn't sure what this season would really look like, and I wasn't sure, we had some amazing seniors graduate last year, if we would be able to replicate that. But our seniors said, no, Coach, we have more. We have more in us. Yeah, I mean, they own it, and they live it, and they breathe it, and they've been examples for the younger kids of perseverance and of overcoming adversity and of staying the course. And I'm just so proud to be their coach. I'm so fortunate to coach such a tremendous group of young people, and I'm looking forward to March.
Oh, we all are, and as you said, the league has just been tremendous this year. So many great players, so many great coaches. Congratulations to you, and we look forward to seeing what this next month or so holds for the Wolverines. Kim Barnes-Arico, Coach of the Year. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We have mentioned all of these kind of along the way, but here are all of the individual award winners today, and the coaches and media agreeing on all of them. Congratulations, Kim Barnes-Arico, Caitlin Clark, Veronica Burton, Alexis Markowski, Cheyenne Sellers, all of whom earned all-conference mention, those players as well. Remember, the women's tourney presented by TIAA starts tomorrow here on the Big Ten Network. Every game Wednesday through Saturday can be seen here and on the Fox Sports app. We tip things off with Penn State, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Illinois. Ohio State is the 1 seed.